Hey everyone, Mr. Rage22 here, aka Luke. Um, it's been quite a long time since my last video. And before I say anything else, I'm gonna give a quick explanation to why I haven't been uploading. My longtime viewers, my friends, fans of my channel, y'all know that I have a mental illness, um, ADHD. Um, and one thing about my ADHD is my symptoms act very odd. They stay for a while, then they go. They stay for a couple weeks, gets better, sometimes doesn't. It's unpredictable, honestly, but what I've figured out is my mental illness, the symptoms for it, they kind of come and go. And about 3 weeks ago, I'd say I was doing just fine. If I knew that was gonna be the last time I'd have good moments for a while, I would have appreciated them more. But my mental illness symptoms have kind of come back. They've kind of had a comeback, basically. So that's why I haven't been uploading. I've just been struggling mentally these past couple days, just trying to get by, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do to fix my problem. But yeah, that's why I haven't been uploading. I had a lot of videos in the works that I was gonna do. I still do. I'm still gonna make those vids. I had like 5 vids that I was gonna make for you guys, and those videos are I have 2 of them that are pre-recorded. So all I gotta do is just upload them. I've just been kind of putting it off. But yeah. But this is going to be the first video that is part of my comeback on YouTube. Because one thing that actually kind of helps my mental illness is I love making these videos for you guys. Because making these videos for you guys, not only does it feel good to be able to express my opinion, express myself for my viewers, and also using my opinions and me expressing myself to make content, but I also just love talking to you guys like I am now. So I'll probably be on YouTube a lot more actually now that my mental illness symptoms are kind of having a spike. So, yeah. But, anyways, on to the video. Having internet these days is almost a requirement. Sure, you can live without it, and some people definitely do, and for those people who do, God, I envy those people. You want to watch Netflix, you want to stream, gotta have internet. Don't gotta have the best internet, but it has to be fast enough, and it has to be affordable enough. Story of my life. Anyways, there's lots of good internet service providers out there. You got, well, I want to say Comcast, but Comcast are kind of douchebags, and I'll get to that in a moment. But you've got decent ISPs out there. You've got, I guess Verizon. I guess they're an ISP now. I guess they offer internet. I guess you got T-Mobile, which I have a very very complicated history with. You've got AT&T, Spectrum. There is an internet service provider that for some reason not a lot of people are talking about. Like every time I look these people up on the internet, like on YouTube, I barely get any videos talking about them. As a matter of fact, if you look up WoW Internet right now, my videos that I have made on them will probably be the only ones to actually come up besides WoW Internet's official YouTube channel because of course the bastards have their own YouTube. Who does well, what company doesn't these days? Everything's on YouTube these days. But anyways, my videos will probably be some of the only ones that come up when actually discussing WoW Internet because for whatever reason, barely any people talk about them. And I thought maybe it was because maybe not a lot of people had WoW, but I live in Michigan, and I know that. Trust me when I say this, a lot of people do use WoW's services. And let me start by saying this service provider, WoW Internet, which you may or may not know, if you want to know anything about them, it's pretty generic. They're just another internet service provider, or as I should say, another shitty internet service provider besides Spectrum and AT&T. They're just a little under the radar, which is good. I'm glad that maybe not as many people have them. I'm glad that only me and the other residents of Michigan and Sterling Heights are probably the only ones who have WoW Internet. But the point is, this internet service provider fucking sucks. They suck absolute dick. And I'm not even exaggerating. This is, without a single doubt, the worst internet service provider. Well, maybe not the absolute worst. They're definitely up there, though. If I said that WoW wasn't close to being the worst, I would be a lying little shit. Because trust me when I say this, they are definitely up there. They're definitely close to being up there in like the one worst internet service provider of all time. People say it's HughesNet and Spectrum, but HughesNet is not even actual internet. So for anyone who says, "Oh no, it's HughesNet. HughesNet's the worst," HughesNet is not even actual internet. It's satellite internet. What do you expect from satellite internet? ET could use satellite internet. That's where it's for. It's for fucking aliens. It's for Martians. It's not for goddamn humans. It's satellite internet. WoW internet is described as a normal internet service provider, just like all the others, like Comcast, AT&T, and Verizon and T-Mobile. And yet they are garbage. WoW internet sucks. These people, first of all, the first problem with any service provider, or even company for that matter, is they are liars. They lie to the people that they are promising to give good service to. They give you the idea that for only $60, you're getting good internet without many issues. You're getting good internet for a reasonable price of only $64.99. And you're thinking to yourself, wow, this sounds awesome. I'm gonna finally get some good internet. I'm gonna finally be able to be connected. I could start streaming. I could get on Netflix. I could start binge watching shows. I could do anything now. And for a while, that's what I thought too. That's what I thought too. But I have had these people for almost a year, so you could trust me when I say that I have dealt with more bullshit than actual satisfaction with this service provider. The amount of bullshit I have dealt with is all the way up here, while the amount of slight satisfaction is all over here. That's a huge that's a huge increase for the bullshit. The bullshit is increased all the way up here. The satisfaction is decreased to here because my service with this provider has honestly gotten worse. It was bad in the beginning. I even made a couple of videos when I first actually got WoW. I was using it for my Nintendo Switch. Those are still on my channel, so I made a couple of those. But on my Xbox, honestly, this service provider seems to be worse. The first problem with this service provider is the fact that they're liars. That's already a very bad problem with any internet service provider, especially an internet service provider, because these people have the chance of making you eat shit out of the palm of their hands, especially if they are the only service provider in your area, because unfortunately that's what it's like around here. And it's not just here, it's like that in a lot of places. For whatever goddamn reason, you can't have every service provider in your area. You can only have a certain one. So if you move somewhere, or if you live somewhere that only has like maybe one decent service provider and one shit one, you're pretty much screwed. And that's my situation right now, because there's only two available internet service providers in my area, and that's Comcast and, of course, WoW. WoW, they're trash. And we're gonna get to Comcast in a minute. I know that this video is about WoW, but we'll definitely talk a little bit about Comcast, because trust me when I say this, they suck too. Comcast is the complete opposite. Comcast has good internet. Their service and their cable, it's all good. But what they lie about is their pricing, which kind of makes them worse than WoW, honestly. Because at least with WoW, when you realize how garbage their service really is, at least you didn't pay like $200+ a month for their garbage speeds. At least with WoW, you only paid $60 to realize that their internet literally is complete dog shit. So that's the only good thing about WoW. They're cheap. And maybe that's why they suck so much. Who knows? I don't know why they suck so much. And the thing that I don't understand is there's a reason why I had slight satisfaction. Because for a while, my internet with WoW, my service with them was okay for a while. My download speed was it was all right. You know, it was nothing to talk. It was nothing to talk about. I was like, man, I could download Call of Duty in like 5 minutes. No, it was nothing like that. But it was okay. The streaming works perfectly fine. I could stream just fine. I get high speeds when I'm streaming. All that good shit. All the generic crap. But the thing about WoW is they lie. They are huge fucking liars. If you ever unfortunately want to sign up with this service provider, just know that they are going to tell you a lot of things that are going to sound great to you, and sooner or later you're going to realize that all those beneficial things that they told you, the benefits are not really going to be there. The benefits that they advertise are simply non-existent. One of the things that WoW promises is good internet. And for the most part, it kind of is, but at the same time, it really isn't. See, my problem with WoW is my download speed really sucks. If you look at some of my previous videos that I made about WoW, most of my videos was literally just about that, the download speed, because the download speed was absolute garbage. Before I had my router moved to my bedroom and wired up directly to my Xbox, I was getting around 140 Mbps. The highest I ever got was like 180, and that's the highest I ever got while using my WoW internet wirelessly. And obviously, that's not very good. You're not going to be downloading anything that fast at that rate when it comes to your download speed. So, obviously, not very good. But I kind of made an excuse. I made an excuse because I figured, well, it's not wired to my Xbox. The router's all the way in the living room. So, and, I'm here in the bedroom. So I figured maybe that was the issue. It still pissed me off, of course, but there was not a lot I could do since my dumbass parents didn't want me to move the router. So, but now that I was able to, when I first hooked up the router and when the tech came over to my house, because the technician did come over to the house. Oh, and one other thing I gotta mention is the reason why I actually called a tech was not for the reason you think. I didn't call a tech just to have my router moved to my bedroom because I was tired of it not being connected to my Xbox. So that was one of the reasons. But the reason why I actually had a tech come over to my house is because only a couple of days before I called that technician over to the house, my internet download speed dropped tremendously. I was getting like 90 to 124 Mbps. And it stood like that for a week. And it stood like that for a week because that's how long it took for the fucking tech to come over. So as if that wasn't worse enough, when the tech comes over, he hooks the router up directly to my Xbox. He hooks it inside my room, gets a new wire. He even puts a new wire. So here I am thinking things are going to be okay. Things are starting to look up. And for a while they were. I was getting around 400 Mbps, 470. I was almost getting 500 Mbps. And I was like, okay, this is awesome. Maybe this provider isn't as shitty as I thought they were. And then reality quickly comes and kicks me right in the balls. Because then, of course, my download speed goes right back to being shit. I made a video about this too. I made plenty of videos. So if you guys want some context about what's happening, you could look at those previous videos I made about WoW. But my download speed is still pretty bad. The problem now is it's inconsistent. My download speed will go to like 380 to 460 Mbps, and then it'll drop right back down to like 224, which is obviously not good. The problem with WoW is they are not telling us the truth about our internet speeds. And believe it or not, download speed matters a lot more than a lot of other things when it comes to internet. Because people download files to their devices, especially when it comes to working from home as well. So downloading files is a very, very important thing for people like me. If you're someone who just wants to stream all day, you just want to binge watch Netflix like for 24/7 of your meaningless life, then I guess this internet's good for you because the streaming works perfectly fine. But for me, I need my internet for more things than just streaming. I need my internet to download my games and to play online. Luckily, playing online is not too bad. My ping does go up a little high, and I do lag a little bit, but for the most part, playing online is okay. But the download speed for my internet is simply garbage. WoW promises that their internet is super fast. 224 Mbps? I don't think that's really fast. In my personal opinion, I don't think 224 Mbps is super fast like WoW promises. And if you're wondering, well, hey, at least your internet still works. I mean, your internet still sounds good, and, it doesn't sound like WoW is lying. The reason why I'm saying WoW is lying is because me and my family are paying $64 for a plan that is supposed to offer over 500 Mbps. 512 Mbps is what I'm supposed to be receiving with my download speed. And that's not what I'm getting, which leads me to believe that WoW is simply lying. Because yes, I'm still getting decent speed. I'm getting 200 to 270, 280 Mbps. Sometimes it goes to 300. Either WoW is lying or their internet just sucks. Their internet is just broken garbage, because why else is it working so poorly? Why else is my internet still working poorly even after a technician came over and apparently fixed the issue? That's what I don't get. So either they're lying or they're just too stupid or don't give a shit enough to actually want to fix their damn services, because my internet is still not acting the way it should act. I am still not receiving the internet speeds that I am paying for. I am paying for $64 for only half of what I should be receiving. And I know you could be thinking, well, stop complaining. My internet's terrible too. I get worse internet. If you get worse internet than me, then you're probably just paying for an even shittier provider. Okay, so you shouldn't really compare your situation to mine, because I'm not paying for a shitty provider like you are. No offense, but if your internet is like 90 to 50, or I don't know, like whatever bad download speed you have, that's your fault, because you're most likely paying for dull internet. I am not. $64 may not be a whole lot, but it's still a bit of a huge price for internet like this. And I don't even have any other benefits. I ain't got cable with this. I ain't got no phone service. All I have from these people is the internet. And I'm happy that I could stream. I'm happy that I could stream peacefully, but my download speed is a huge part of that, okay? All my games are digital, so I need my download speed to be good, or else I'm gonna be in trouble. So this brings me to the fact that either WoW is just lying, or their internet is just bad. And maybe that's a good enough reason to not get them alone. If a service provider does not have reliable internet, I would not recommend signing up to it. Which is why WoW is one of the worst internet service providers, because they still can't get their shit together. Because in some case, if they are not lying, and if these people are legitimately trying to give me what I'm paying for, which I hope so, because I'm already losing faith in these garbage ass companies, they have still not fixed the issue that I have brung up to them many times. I have told these people in the past many times about my issue, and they are still reluctant to fix it for whatever goddamn reason. And not only that, when I called WoW back and told them that I am still experiencing issues, I don't usually blame employees for the mistakes of a bigger company, but the employee or the person that I was talking to was a fucking douchebag. This motherfucker had the nerve to tell me that it was my Xbox and that's why I was getting such poor download speed. He had the nerve to blame this on me rather than blame it on his shitty company. I should have complained. I should have talked to someone about him. But me being the soft person I am, I decided to let it go, because I didn't want any trouble, because I was already going through a lot of issues that night. Of course, because of my mental illness, because, my life. But yeah. Now you see, Comcast also sucks, because they give and they offer good internet, but they lie about the prices. Comcast could tell you that you'll be paying around $70 for your internet, and then in a couple months they'll raise your bill to 70 to 150 for literally no reason whatsoever. So Comcast sucks too, because of their terrible prices and their greedy asses and them lying about their prices. Any company that has to lie to the customer is not a good company. If you have to lie to us just to get us to sign up to your shit, garbage company already. So yeah, I just wanted to get this off my chest. WoW Internet is a very bad service provider. Not only that, but the router that these people gave me, it this might actually be the issue itself. Maybe it's the router because my router is fucking garbage. I have had 2 issues with my router in the past couple of months. In February, I think late February, my router had an issue where after it got to unplugged because my fucking little brother unplugged it because he's an asshole, it wouldn't connect back to the internet for some reason. It just lost connection. We tried restarting it. We tried calling. They gave us some troubleshooting steps. Eventually, we had to call another tech. It just wouldn't come back on. Now, as we speak, and the reason that made me make this video in the first place, now I'm having another issue with my router as we speak, where my router keeps losing connection. Like, it'll stay on for like a couple, like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then it just loses connection. I was trying to watch a movie just now, and it just kept disconnecting. So that leads me to believe that maybe WoW isn't large, but maybe their internet is just really, really unreliable, and maybe their internet service is just broken. Maybe they're just too many technical issues. I don't know. But I would not recommend this service provider. If I had to recommend any service provider, if it all depends, honestly, guys. If you guys just want to stream, you want to watch movies, if you buy your movies digitally, you buy your movies from a digital provider, and you just want to stream and watch your digital content, I would recommend something like maybe Verizon, maybe Comcast, maybe AT&T. I don't know. Just you don't really need a super good internet to stream. It just needs to be fast enough. But if you're like me and you play video games too, and you're working from home and you need good, fast, reliable internet for all that good stuff, I wouldn't recommend the service provider that I was talking about today. WoW Internet, not very good. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I've got more videos coming up. This was the first of 5 videos that I had in the making. A little bit of a teaser. My next video is going to be about a very, very touchy subject. Bit of a controversial subject as well, so get ready for that. You all know me. I don't really care about getting people offended. I believe that everyone should be able to just be themselves, and just being yourself also involves expressing yourself. So I believe in that fully. So my next video is going to be about a bit of a touchy subject. So if you're a little a little bit don't like touchy subjects, basically, if you're a little turned off by that, maybe don't watch it, I guess. It's nothing too controversial, but it's definitely up there a little bit. So just a little bit of a teaser. That video will be coming either today, tomorrow, depending on when I get the time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. More videos coming very soon. This was Mr. Rage, aka Luke, signing off, and have a good one, guys. Take care, because the world's in a crazy place right now. Take care, guys.